Aquarius, my water bearer. Thank you for joining me for September 2019. All right, Aquarius, the best thing to do here is just to apply the messages that resonate. Apply them where they fit, how they fit, and to whom they fit within your life at this time, Aquarius. And also the roles can switch as well. So just apply that to whom it belongs to, you know. All right, Aquarius. So for the heart of the matter here for you, you popped out here the Queen of Cups here. And for what is outside of your control this month, Aquarius, what you cannot control in a sense, the 10 of Swords here, as well as the 4 of Swords is here as well. Aquarius, for what is within your control and what you do have a delegation over or within is the Ace of Pentacles here with the Knight of Swords here reversed. And also, too, of course, what you can do to improve the situation or what you're currently going through right now is the Moon card reversed here. And for what you learned from the experience, Aquarius, this month, whatever it is that you're going through here, popped out the Knave of Swords or the Page of Swords here. All right, Aquarius, some of you maybe could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius individual, maybe a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, maybe even an Aries, maybe even a Pisces specifically, possibly. Or have any of that in your chart. All right, Aquarius. Of course, I'm feeling this month, there's like... I just picked up, of course, that you may be getting or experiencing being humbled this month, I feel, Aquarius. That can either be coming from you or you doing that for someone else. Okay, I just picked up too, Aquarius. Maybe you are becoming more humbling in your disposition, or maybe for some of you, you can be humbled this month. But I just really feel, Aquarius, that you're operating more from the heart-based perspective or from a heart-based situation. You're approaching things. Okay, yeah, you're approaching things, Aquarius, with more of an open heart, and you're also incorporating your emotional, I just heard, resonance and resilience within every situation now that you are currently, that's in your immediate reality, Also, too, Aquarius, it's you're looking at situations more with an open heart, too. There's a term in the spiritual community, it's called compassionate witnessing. Of course, and I feel like you may be kind of doing that and experiencing that, whether you're aware of it or not, where it's you're looking at situations that are kind of transpiring and just what's going on in your life, and you're looking at them with a neutral standpoint emotionally, where you are seeing other people, places, and things, how their emotional reaction is to things or to the situation as well, whether you're a fly on the wall or whether you're actually involved, and you're looking at it you're putting yourself in other people's shoes, in a sense. You know what I mean? You are really attempting and trying, and you're achieving. Okay, you're achieving more emotional resonance with people, places, and things. And whenever, Aquarius, we view situations from a neutral standpoint, we're able to really see, Aquarius, what is the reality, what is the immediate reality of the situation at hand. Then we're able to then make the best decision for ourselves and for everyone else or everything else involved accordingly, without our egocentric mind taking over, and making it what we want it to be and what we think it should be, instead looking at it what it is and what it will be, All right, of course, I like that here. So yeah, just operating more from a heart-based perspective this month. Really nice. I like that. What is outside of your control, Aquarius, regarding this situation is Aquarius, we can't avoid the inevitable, and I know that sounds like dun dun dun, but it's not. We can't avoid tower moments, Aquarius, and we also can't okay, in me saying that, right, we can't avoid the inevitable or tower moments, Aquarius, it's also a waste of time, in a sense, to dwell over what could happen and what might happen. Now, we would want to take note of it, absolutely, but when we can't go too much into hermit mode, where we are trying to like avoid it, and we're trying to come up with like A, B, C, D, E, F, G can all happen. So then therefore, if that were to happen, I'm going to go ahead and do this if A were to happen, and then do this if B were to happen. Like when we start to do all of that, Aquarius, you are then implementing and you are creating and exhibiting the frequency of fear. And then, I mean, at that point, you pretty much set yourself up for failure, and to, for failure to be the outcome if you are operating from fear, and, you're putting that vibration out, and the universe, God, your guidance, whatever the case may be, or however you want to look at this, but that energy is going to come back to you to prove, Aquarius, to yourself, and to prove what you believe is truly for you and what it is that you're creating. Why would it not, I think of it like a charge of energy, Aquarius, you know what I mean? So let's say like when you're in fear, you are exhibiting, you're putting out a charge of 3 volts, right? Other people, places, things, and situations that are a volt 3 as well are going to come to you and attract to you, like, higher frequencies necessarily wouldn't come your way per se, because you're putting out a volt 3. So 6s won't come, you know what I mean? I hope that kind of makes sense. I don't want to make it sound like it's like that's the only way that things happen, but it's just it's the manifestation of what we believe we deserve and what we are currently experiencing, Also, too, Aquarius, my guidance wants me to clear this up for you as well. In the spiritual community, there's a lot of confusion, regarding like frequency and vibration. Everyone's always like, raise your vibration, raise your damn vibration. Oh, okay. When people try to raise their vibration, some people are successful, but how do you go about doing that? What the heck is that? You know what I mean? And then they use words like frequency. So it kind of can get confusing, right? It's like this, Aquarius. Your vibration is your consciousness, wherever that is and wherever that is, And your frequency is your emotional state of being, or your emotional state at that time, So in me saying this, Aquarius, when I say that your vibration is your consciousness, it's how you deal with situations on a larger scale. Do you dwell within situations? Do you feel powerless within situations? And that's based upon your consciousness, and whether you dwell in it, and how you handle it, and how you feel about it at the end of it all, and how you feel about it moving forward is also based upon your consciousness. You know what I mean? So that is your vibration. Your vibration is usually, it should be consistent in how your consciousness approaches things, Now, frequency, right, is your emotional state of being. Your frequency is always going to change, What if you're in a great mood, and all of a sudden, I don't know, you get into your car and you're driving to work and someone irresponsibly hits the back of your car. Like, you're not going to be like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, you know what I mean? No, your frequency is going to change. So your frequency is also what you put out in that moment as well. But your consciousness or your vibration, your consciousness or your vibration lets you know, Aquarius, if it's going to stick around a lot, and it will also help you shift your frequency as well. I kind of went like all over the world with that, all around the world. I hope that makes sense to Aquarius. Now, getting back to what's outside of your control here, it's like we can't be in that contemplative state trying to avoid everything that is unfavorable for us, and think that we can prepare ourselves or put ourselves in a better position upon failure. That doesn't make any sense to Aquarius. Like, that's setting yourself up for failure inevitably, So what's outside of your control, Aquarius, is you can't control those, when you hit rock bottom, those moments, you know what I mean? And I don't see that happening here, but I'm just saying you can't avoid. Why would you want to avoid those moments, Aquarius? Because those are the moments as to when you really learn about yourself, you learn your strength, you learn about how resilient you are, and also where you're like, your messes teach lessons, we must appreciate them, you know what I mean? Now, what is within your control this month, Aquarius, is is you choosing to confront certain issues that come up for you, or certain unfavorable behaviors, or you choosing to confront that as to which is a detriment in your life, or that as to which leads to stagnation, you have the decision and you have the power within you through your power of decision and choice to make the decision to confront those things or to not. But of course, we when we choose to not make a decision, that's making a decision still. And whenever we're saying yes to something, we're saying no to something, and vice versa. And if something comes up in our reality and it comes up like in terms of like an unfavorable aspect or behavior that we have, and we're aware of it, and we choose to just be like, I'll do it that later kind of thing. Of course, and then let's just say that it kind of it comes to fruition and it just kind of happens, or it comes into your reality where you can't ignore it any longer. And then let's say like things kind of kind of take a left turn. Of course, you can't be upset at those moments because that moment can no longer wait for you, in a sense, to approach it and to transcend it, So yeah, just to kind of sum that up, what is within your control this month is you choosing to confront something or not, and based upon those two decisions or two timelines will be what comes of the situation within the future, what you can do to improve your situation, Aquarius, it's the moon card reversed here. So in me saying what was within your control here, like the moon card reversed here is kind of like you can improve your situation by not stuffing things in the back of your mind and throwing in the back of your mind. Also to viewing the subconscious and seeing what's really there, what maybe any rigid belief systems, any limiting belief systems. Okay, I just picked up, Aquarius, the way that you may handle opposition or that you may handle unfavorable things that come up for you. What's your vibration? What's your consciousness regarding approaching that? Is it a very hostile way of approaching unfavorable things that pop up for you? Is it what type of like behavior and attitude, vibration do you have, or frequency do you have at approaching unfavorable situations? When these things come up for you that are unfavorable, are they like do you view it as like a sense of like maybe inner lack, where it's like you are then lacking something, and then therefore it maybe you tell yourself subconsciously like that you're dumb or that you are stupid for having that lack, when it's not even a lack to begin with. It's just something that's coming up for you that needs to be addressed. In me saying all that, Aquarius, what can improve your situation this month as well, Aquarius, is really looking through the illusion and the delusion that may come up for you regarding belief systems that are not rooted in truth, in a sense. Like, for instance, like maybe, there's certain people out there that are like they're martyrs in a sense, where they'll ride or die, but to the point where they'll take the blame and they'll, and you're just like, we're like, why would you do that? Like, in that type of context. I hope that makes sense, Aquarius. And also too, Aquarius, I get to hear, what you learned from this experience, is being mindful of who you speak to about your issues or about your areas of life that need to be improved. Who do you speak to about them? What is the feedback coming from those people, places, and things in groups? Do they have your best interests at heart? Are they willing, Aquarius, to really be honest with you in the moment, even though that may seem kind of like may hurt your feelings? It's like this, Aquarius. These groups, social people, places, and things that you talk to about improvement in your life. Like, good friends say bad things to your face and good things behind your back. I'm gonna say that one more time. Good friends say bad things to your face and good things behind your back. In me saying that, Aquarius, these people, places, and things that you speak to about regarding improvement in your life, are they willing to put the truth out there for you and tell you really how they feel and how they view the situation? And that may not be what you necessarily want to hear, but they have your best interest at heart in doing so. Or do they go along with you? Like, let's say you are you're upset at a situation. Do they pump you up only when you're upset? Or are certain people, places, and things around, or they pick up the phone only when you're having drama, but not in the positive sections of your life. Are we feeding people that always take only a plate to go? Interesting, Aquarius. Let's see. Let's pop out a couple little cards here and see what else comes through for you. Let's see, 2 cards for Aquarius. 2 cards for Aquarius. Ooh, okay, 1 card popped out. Interesting, Aquarius. I'm just going to keep this card right here. The Queen of Wands reversed here, Aquarius, popped out. And I actually noted here that as I was shuffling the cards, Aquarius, and meditating on your energy while I'm shuffling it, no lie, the Queen of Wands reverse popped out twice. So I feel, Aquarius, that this month, what you can really take away from this month regarding your experiences and your situations that you're contending with is really just looking at what fuels you, Aquarius. What fuels your essence? What do you place your attention on? The things that are within your control or the things that are outside of your control? Because that's going to be what you can change and what you have kind of delegation or power over to change, and then what you don't have power over changing. And why would we place our attention over the things that are outside of our control? Because then that's going to then confirm or place a sense of inner lack, where you feel like you can't fix things, but these things that you can't fix are outside of your control to begin with, so then therefore you by default can't fix them because they're outside of your control. You know what I mean, Aquarius? Hope that makes sense. But all right, Aquarius, that completes your reading here for September 2019. Go and visit intuitiveperceptions.com, Aquarius, for all of your booking and services needs. And as always, Aquarius, my water bear, God bless and love and light.